Welcome to the next lecture in this course on signals and systems. Now, in this lecture, we have to discuss the combined operations. So, in the last lecture, we had discussed the basic operations, namely the time shifting, time scaling, and time reversal operations. So these are the three basic operations which we discussed in the last lecture. Now today we have to discuss the combined operations. Because certain complex operations, they actually require more than one of the operations. Like it can be possible that in a particular system there is shifting as well as scaling, or shifting with reversal, or both the three operations can also be possible simultaneously. Okay, so let us suppose that if there is a signal xt, and after doing all the three operations you have to obtain a signal x of at minus b, where this at, where this a is the scaling factor and this b is the shifting factor. So there is a procedure of doing the combined operations. Now what you have to do in these type of problems, you have to first time shift xt by b to obtain xt minus b. So first of all you time shift xt by b to obtain x of t minus b. Now in the second step you have to time scale the shifted version which you had obtained in the first step, which is xt minus b. So you have to time scale it by a. So you have to time scale this signal by a in order to obtain x of at minus b. So this is also called the precedence rule to perform the combined operations. So first of all we have to do shifting operation, and then we have to do the scaling operation. Okay, so and if there is time reversal which is also present in the operations, then in the last step you perform the time reversal as well. Okay, so first you do shifting operation, then you do scaling operation, and then in the last step you can do the time reversal operation. Okay, so we can see one example. Okay, so let us take one example. Suppose this waveform is given. There is a triangular signal from minus 1 to 1, this is xt, this is t. So the question states that this is the problem which is given in the question. So in the first question you have to draw x of 3t. I'm sorry, let me erase this. So you have to obtain x of 3t. Then in the next problem you have to find x of 3t plus 2, and then in the third problem, third part of this problem, you have to find x of minus twice t minus 1. Okay. So in solving this problem, let us start by solving it. So first of all, if you just see that the triangular waveform which is given in the problem itself, it has the mathematical relation, that is, it is 1 plus t for minus 1 to 0, and it is 1 minus t for 0 to 1. Okay. So for this first part where we have to evaluate x of 3t, so if you can just replace t by 3t, so you will get similarly in the limits also. So what we have done, you just had replaced t by 3t. Okay, so you have also now got the limits for the new signal. The new limits are from minus 1 by 3 to 1 by 3. So if you can plot this signal, then this signal will look something like this. So from minus 1 by 3 to 1 by 3, obviously the distance would be equal on both sides. Let me just correct it. It will something like this. Okay. So these 2 points, minus 1 by 3 to 1 by 3 with the origin in between. So this will be the signal x of 3t. Okay. So since there is only one operation in it, there is only scaling, and this scaling factor is greater than 1, so obviously there will be compression in the signal. The signal will be compressed. So this is visible from the solution. The original signal has the limits from minus 1 to 1, whereas the scaled signal has the limits minus 1 by 3 to 1 by 3. Okay, so you can also just divide the limits of the original signal to get the new limits. Okay, you just divide the limits of the original signal with the scaling factor. So scaling factor is here 3, so minus 1 by 3 to 1 by 3, that will be the new limits. Or you can also derive the limits from the mathematical relation. You just have to replace the original variable. The original variable is t here, so you just have to replace this original variable t with 3t, because now the new variable is 3t itself. Okay, so if you just insert the variable in the limits as well, so you will get the new limits as well. Okay, so you just have to do some mathematical analysis for it. So this was the first part. In the second part, we have to draw the signal x of 3t plus 2. So in the second part, we have to draw x of 3t plus 2. So we can proceed in the same way as we had done for the last case. First of all, if we can just replace the variable t with this variable 3t plus 2, so it will be equal to 3 plus 3t, and this will be equal to minus 1 minus 3t. Okay, again if you put in the limits as well, this new variable, so this will be minus 1 less than equal to t less than equal to minus 2 by 3. So you will get this by some mathematical analysis. So again for this interval as well, t will come as in between minus 1 by 3 and minus 2 by 3. Okay, now what you have to see in this problem is that this problem involves two different operations. Okay, so it is having shifting and it is having scaling as well. So this 2 is the shifting factor here, whereas this 3, this is the scaling factor here. Okay, this is the scaling factor here. So you have to do both type of operations in this problem, shifting as well as scaling. Now you just recall what I had told you in the starting of this lecture, that in doing the combined operations you have to follow a particular precedence rule. Okay, so the first operation which you have to do is the shifting operation. Okay, so in the original signal you first do shifting. So let us suppose that if the original signal, I am drawing the original signal which is given in the problem, xt, which is given minus 1 to 1. Okay, this is xt. So for doing x3 plus 3t plus 2, this is minus 1 to 1. For doing x3t plus 2, what we first have to do, we first do the shifting in it. Now shifting by 2 units. Okay, so how much shifting we have to do? We have to do shifting of 2 units. Now you have to decide whether you have to do shifting on the left side or you have to do shifting towards the right side. So since this value of t naught is less than 2, that means the shifting will be towards the right hand side. Okay, no, I am sorry, the shifting will be towards the left hand side since this t naught is less than 0. So just if you draw the shifted version for this signal, this will be, you just shift this signal by 2 units towards the left side. So what it will be? It will be from -1 to -3 with -2 in between, and I'm sorry, this is +1, this is not -1, this is +1. Okay, so this signal, this is x of t plus 2 and this is the time axis. Okay, so the first operation you have completed, you have done shifting. Now next thing which you have to do in this problem is scaling. So since the scaling factor is 3, so again what you have to do, you just now have to divide the limits. So you can just divide the limit. So obviously since the scaling factor is greater than 1, so the signal will be compressed. So the limits will now be, you just divide this -3 by the scaling factor which is 3. So -3 divided by 3, that will be -1. So -1, and this -1 divided by 3, that will be -1 by 3. So these are the 2 points of the signal, from -1 by 3 to -1 to -1 by 3, and this middle point, it will be -2 by 3. Okay, so this is obviously the origin, and now this is your final answer, x of 3t plus 2. Okay, so I think now you have understood. So we can also see one more problem, one more part in this problem which is there. So it is x of minus 2t minus 1. So again at starting I would like to draw the original signal which is given in the problem. It is -1 to 1, this is 0, this is xt. Okay, so this is what is given in the problem itself. Now again you see that in this problem we have been asked to do 3 operations: shifting, scaling, and then time reversal as well. Okay, so all the 3 operations are required here. So you do one by one all the 3 operations. Okay, so first you do shifting in it. So what is the value of t naught? T naught is 1. So if you recall, x of t minus t naught, so since there is already a minus sign present here, so t naught will be equal to 1. Okay, so this t naught is greater than 0. Now what will it mean? This means that the signal will be shifted towards the right hand side because this is greater than 1. Okay, so you do not get confused by this shifting. Okay, so you can just remember a simple way that if there is written x of t minus something, then the signal will be shifted towards right side, and if it is written something like this, t plus t naught can be anything, if it is written this t plus some positive value. Okay, so if there is some positive value, it will be shifted towards left. If there is some negative value, it will be shifted towards right side. So you do not get confused in it. Okay. Okay, so we come back to the problem again. X of minus 2t minus 1. Okay, so minus 1 is shifting, so that will mean the signal will be shifted towards right side by 1 unit. So if the limits are from minus 1 to 1, and so if you can just add 1 in it, then it will be from 0, this will be 1, this will be 2. So this is x of t minus 1. Okay, so we had only performed the shifting operation in it. Now in this operation you perform the, in this signal you perform the scaling operation. So for scaling operation, since the scaling factor is 2, so now you have to divide these limits by 2, so you get a compressed version of the signal. So that will mean that this will be 0, this will be 1, and this will be 1 by 2. So this signal will become x of twice t minus 1. Okay, and now in the last step, what you have to do, you perform time reversal operation. Okay, so the time reversal operation will just be to obtain the mirror image of this signal. So you obtain the mirror image of this signal. This is 0, this is minus 1 by 2, and this is minus 1. Okay, so obviously this will be symmetric. This is minus 1 by 2. So this is your final signal, which has been asked in the problem, that you have to draw minus of twice t minus 1. Okay, so this is how these type of problems are solved. So in the problems consisting of combined operations on the shifting, scaling, time reversal, you have to follow a precedence rule. That what is the precedent rule? That you have first to do shifting, then scaling, and then time reversal operation. Okay, so all these three operations we had discussed, and we had also seen one example on the combined operations. Now in the next class we will also take up some more numerical examples of some more signals, the signals which we had discussed in the previous classes, the unit step signal, the ramp signal, the impulse signal. So we will also take up the operations, the shifting operation, scaling operation on these singularity functions, the unit step, unit ramp, and impulse signals. Okay, so that is what we have to discuss today in this class, and we'll be doing some more numerical problems in the coming classes. So with this much we conclude for today, and we'll be joining for some more problems in the coming classes. Okay, thank you very much.